Real Madrid officially unveiled José Mourinho. We all know the contract had already been signed a few months ago, but they just made it official. You know, Mourinho back to Real Madrid is something that I'm really excited about. It's something that I wished, not maybe not just Madrid. Like I was praying for Jose Mourinho to get a top job because a lot of people have seen the guy is washed. He has passed his prime. But I still feel that Jose Mourinho still have everything it takes to do well in a top club. Yeah, the thing is that this new modern football, a lot of things has really changed. You know, we have soft players these days. You know, or maybe a lot of things has changed in the sense that the approach. Coaches they've come with different approach. This Mourinho kind of approach, a lot of people feel that it's outdated, but I still think we still need something like this. Somehow, I still feel we still need something like this. So Jose Mourinho coming back is something I'm happy about. Mourinho, on the other hand, have unfinished business in Real Madrid. First time in Real Madrid, he failed to win the Champions League. But let's not forget that this Real Madrid team, they failed to get past the round of 16 of the Champions League for six straight seasons. It was Jose Mourinho who came that broke that. He was the one that was able to take them to the semi-final, although he didn't get to the final or win the Champions League. And we all know Real Madrid like the Champions League so much. So the Champions League is something that they really want to do well in, dominate and win. He didn't achieve that. So coming back to Real Madrid, this is high on the list. La Liga as well. In his 3 years, he only won one La Liga. So I think La Liga title is something that he will also want to win. You have won one before, but I still think you want to win more. But Champions League is high on the list. The exciting thing about La Liga is that a lot of people are beginning to lose interest in El Clasico. Someone like me, I don't know about other people, though. Let me speak for myself. Since Messi and Ronaldo era ended in La Liga, I've lost interest in El Clasico. Sometimes I do watch, but that passion, that enthusiasm to go watch El Clasico is no longer there. So Mourinho coming back to Real Madrid, I think the El Clasico will light up again. It will be something that everybody wants to watch, something that we are looking forward to. So it's something that I'm happy about. That El Clasico someone like me, let me not speak for everybody, let me speak for myself. Someone like I will be happy that to go watch a Clasico game. The Champions League, Mourinho will want to catch up with the Guardiola. Guardiola and Luis Enrique, they've surpassed him. Ancelotti is already in 5. So Real Madrid ambition in the Champions League, Mourinho will definitely want to add to the collection. So those are some of the things. So in terms of coaching, Mourinho is in a different league on his own. Mourinho is the reason why a lot of us, someone like me, started supporting Chelsea in 2004. Mourinho is not just a coach. He brought a different approach to the coaching. His personality, his aura, we now see have managers that they're trying to be like Mourinho. It's something that is very unique. Then Pep is unique on his own side. Klopp is, of course, unique. Ferguson is unique. But Mourinho just has that aura about him, that it was the reason a lot of us, like I mentioned, started watching football. I started supporting Chelsea. Mourinho was one of the reasons I started supporting Chelsea. I'm not going to lie. So seeing him at the top again, I'm really excited and I'm happy and I can't wait. And I'm really, really rooting for him. My previous video, I talked about how they missed Rodri. That was a big a disappointment for them. But I don't think that would hamper them, although it's a big miss. So I'm looking forward to Jose Mourinho in Real Madrid, and I'm really rooting for him. And I pray that he not just pray. I wish I want him to do well. I want him to win the Champions League because he was not able to do that. Let him be the first manager to win the treble for Real Madrid. That's something that Real Madrid have never done. So if Mourinho can do that, that will give him that will estimate his own legacy as a manager in Real Madrid. Ancelotti has done his own part, but there's no manager has ever won treble with Real Madrid. So hopefully, be the person to do that. I'm rooting for Jose Mourinho, and I can't wait.